Okay, let's get this thing started.
Hello.
Alright.
Are you ready for this?
Sure. We should have done an intro like, hey everybody, welcome to this show. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button and just been like as horribly and just be as horribly generic as we could.
Welcome back, guys, for another
Yeah, exactly.
whatever.
Exactly. I was thinking about that today at work.
What is going
How
on?
funny it would be just to
Oh, it's
go
blank on purpose.
full blown redonkulous with it.
That would be
Well,
funny. I don't know what to do with my shirt. What?
okay.
Okay. And we're live. And I'm putting that
So
away.
our writer he refers to himself has today's what's it is about the five senses. So
Mhm. Yep, it's true. I've got to get through all these blank pages.
man, that's like 4 blank pages.
I didn't mentally prepare myself for this, by the way.
What, for the blank stuff? I wasn't trying to be funny, I'm sorry. I was like, what do you mean? They just scrolled through it.
I'm not ready. So many blank pages.
Alright.
That was 6
It was.
blank pages. Alright, ready?
Yeah.
The 5 senses. You can't buy anything anymore with 5 cents. No.
The 5 senses include...
It's not, okay, it's not spelled right. That's all I'm going to say.
Was that on purpose?
Mm,
The 5 senses include sight, touch, hearing, smell, taste. To determine which senses dominate an activity, see if you can participate without a specific sense. Next slide. He's probably going to... I'll bet you in the feedback is like, don't read the stuff in parentheses. Calling you out now on that one, Grant. For example, football. No, you cannot play a game of football without smelling other people. Wrestling. No, you cannot wrestle without smelling other people. Okay, this is going to be a long video, probably. I hated how in freaking middle school, where it's going to, in gym, we're going to do all the sports. Everybody has to participate, no matter how much they do or do not like that sport. So there's like a bit in the semester where you had to, or in the school year where you had to do wrestling. So look, I have no interest in that at all. But
Even the
everybody
girls?
has to.
even the girls?
I don't know. They weren't. It was like gym,
Probably
boys gym
would've
class,
loved it.
girls gym class. Where
Yeah.
like you didn't combine them. I don't think they made the girls do wrestling. But I hated that. It's like, look, let's play. I'm fine with like. I hated it so much.
I remember that.
But I like the other sports.
Middle
No,
school.
you don't.
Sure I do. Drug myself out there to go golfing in the sagebrush with a homemade golf club. But that wasn't miserable. That was
Say that sounds more like fun.
ridiculous fun.
Okay, sorry for the tangent mid slide. Attending a concert. No, you cannot listen to music without smelling other people.
Hang on.
It's because the room's full of people, so it gets really warm everybody's
No,
full.
you cannot listen to music
Without
without
smelling
smelling.
other
You
people.
you thought I thought
It was going to be about
hearing.
hearing.
I did. And football could have been about touch.
It's probably supposed to be.
Are there any activities left for people with head colds?
It's a question for you. You're always kind of stuffed up. As you sniff on cue.
Are there any activities left for people with head colds?
Painting.
You know what? Yes.
You do that alone.
You know what? And the fumes won't get to you. You can't smell.
That's true. I think I hear roommates coming.
What are they doing? What were
I
they
don't
doing? If you could double the power of one of your senses by giving up another one of your senses, which would you give up?
They all have something important for, like, survival instincts. You can taste if something's poison. You can hear danger around you. Sight is important.
I don't know if I'd be able to taste if something was poisoned.
Maybe feeling wouldn't be that important. Maybe that's the one that you don't need to, like... No, I don't know, because... Well, that mean you couldn't feel pain? Oh, we should not let this go dark.
Don't fall asleep!
What that I'm taking this question way too seriously.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you couldn't feel, because all the other ones are kind of like give you like, kind of like an aura of like your senses. The other ones just kind of maybe like well, and then with feel, maybe because people who can't feel pain actually get severely injured because they would just walk. Yeah, because they would just walk on a broken leg and not know they're just making it worse and worse and worse and worse.
You know what?
I'm taking this way too seriously.
Probably taste, because everything that tastes good is just going to be even more intense, and you'll love it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you wanted to give up taste. I was like, so which one would you sacrifice? Which one would you sacrifice to have twice the taste?
Which one would you sacrifice? To have we have to give one up.
Yes, double the power of one of your senses by giving up another one of your senses.
Well, okay, all right.
You'd give up sight, be like Daredevil.
I would never.
Which was not that good of a show, but you know. Hot take.
I could never. I would say, give up smell for taste. Which is funny because you need smell to taste.
It helps. So it ends up bouncing out. You have the same amount of taste. All right. Ready?
I like smelling things.
All right. Continue.
Can't hear you, Jezebel, but you smell really angry.
You could probably smell somebody's anger. Apparently, I'm in a serious mood with these questions. I'm sorry. I bet you if you had really good smell, you could smell like the you know what, like the chemicals and stuff. Yeah, but you smell really angry.
Should have done that.
Okay, some deaf guy. I don't know what you're saying, but between the body language and the scent, it's not good. How long is this one?
Don't be scented.
Oh, we're like halfway. Well, that's good because we're not trying to go fast. If you had to give up one of your senses, what will you do once you are blind? It's like the USSR. There's no choice.
Obviously, eat all the food in the world.
Fair enough.
Like how I accepted I was just going to be blind.
That would be rough. Boop. Well, apparently that's too much of a. Apparently, you really don't like the thought of like being blind. You could never see somebody's face. How sad would that be?
I don't know.
You have to just like, and then if people.
All those waiters.
Hang on, I talked too fast. I'm sorry. As I talked fast.
All those waiters that you see. Think of all the waiters.
Think of all the cute waiters you couldn't see.
You're sitting in
no,
the
because all the blind people. What?
No, you're just sitting in the restaurant. You're going, wow. Trying to make up for the fact that you can't see, but no, there's.
You sit there. I can't see you, but you smell really nice. Would that be a compliment or weird?
Some old lady's like, excuse me.
You're like,
what?
You're like, it's like some young person. Hello, it's some old lady with a walker, because he's only got the sense of smell.
There's some nice perfumes out there.
Yeah, exactly.
If you could trade senses with animals, which animal would you be willing to curse with your useless senses?
Dogs, because they would still be happy regardless. Because all they do is like love. Right? Or are you reading the next one?
No, I'm reading the same line over again.
You have to.
That's just funny.
I'm saying dogs.
Dogs.
They'd be like, I don't care, it's fine. And they just want to like play catch and be petted and everything, so they'd be okay.
That's true.
And they have good hearing and smell.
Or,
not good sight though. At least not as good as ours. I don't want to give up my sight. Sorry, go ahead. We're so
I was just trying to think of an animal.
You have to trade senses. You end up with what they have.
A goldfish.
You'd have like 0 senses.
We don't know what senses they've got.
I think there's a way. I'm pretty sure we can know.
Yeah, we can Google it.
They only need just enough senses. They might have decent sight.
Wait a minute. I want goldfish. I want an elephant. I was thinking about the memory thing, which is not a scent.
Say, mine's already enough like a goldfish. I don't need to make it like worse.
I know.
I guess the memory would be good.
Should have seen me at dinner. Couldn't remember a thing. Couldn't remember a thing. I was trying to say.
That only happened like once.
Twice. 3 times. I don't remember the 4th time.
I don't remember the 2nd or the 3rd time. That means it either didn't happen or I've got really bad memory.
This is what I'm saying.
Aren't you going to at least let the eagle land first before you make him blind as a bat?
No. Yes. You know?
Oh.
Huh.
Sorry.
Wow.
Wait, this is a meta moment. Look who's calling. It's Granny Boy, a writer. As he calls himself.
Grant. Are we not going to answer?
Oop, no, yeah. Granny Boy!
Hello. Yeah, how did you know?
No.
No.
I didn't want to call and interrupt you.
No, it's part of the show.
You are filming right now?
Yes, we
No.
are. No.
What? You are filming right now?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Oh my heck.
Look at that. The poor eagle collided head on with the bloodhound that, for some reason, couldn't smell him coming anymore. Which is funny because...
The bloodhound was mine. Just kidding.
I said the dog. Probably still in mine.
Oh, you
See,
did.
once again, I predicted what the side was going to say. I just the bear last time.
Look at you.
I'm so good at
I
this.
just can't decide. You know what? I actually was going to say pigeon. I was going to pick pigeon, which is a bird,
Why do you want pigeon?
which was close to eagle. I don't know. That was fun. But then I couldn't think of any particular good senses that pigeons have.
So I wonder, I mean, they might have good eyesight to see like a predator coming, maybe?
Maybe. If you had a nose like a dog, would you feel duty-bound to help track down missing people, criminals, and fear?
Found it. I found fear. I just sniffed this guy's leg and it's fear. Sir, you've got fear on your leg.
He's like, found it! I sniffed this guy's leg and it's fear!
Found the essence of fear.
You got fear on your leg.
The point. You got fear.
You got fear on your leg.
If I had a nose like that, I would feel duty-bound to do that, yes. Would I get paid though? No, just kidding. Just
Dogs
kidding.
don't get paid.
Yeah, but you're not a dog. You're a
Sorry.
person with a dog nose.
Oh.
That almost makes it sound like you also look like you've got a dog nose.
I immediately thought of a human with that.
Just that would be horrific. It's like that one movie that I've never seen the whole way through.
Penelope?
Yes, I hate that.
Yeah, but
It looks.
she looks pretty good with the pig nose. I prefer her pig nose over her human nose. I'm
I've
sorry.
I've not seen both versions of Penelope, but when it reveals the pig nose, that's horrific. I hated it. I was like, no wonder she can't find a suitor. She shows the pig nose too soon.
So
I fall
the
into the
movie
personality.
is a lot more realistic than I thought.
Let me show how shallow I am. I have to fall in love with the person. Now, I'm sure you could fall in love with the personality even if you knew about the pig nose.
Because all the guys go dashing out windows when they see it, so...
Oh, okay, well, I'm not that... Oh, goodness.
Well, that's... So I'm just saying, I don't know. Now, I personally, like, when she popped out, I was like, well, it's not too bad. And then when she turned back into a human... Wait. She turned back into a human.
It's like she wasn't already.
When she...
Not that I have to justify myself. I wouldn't, like, reject a person based on that.
Spoiling it.
I just feel like you can't just kind of, like, surprise them with, like surprise! Just, like, brace them first, like, just so you know. Like, explain to them what's going on. Like, the whole point is you can't look normal until there's, like, true love involved. So, like, give it a chance, you know?
Right.
Instead of they just kind of, like, go in there, like, oh, she's normal, you just can't see her, and then she, like, surprises them with what I really don't like, that pig. It makes me uncomfortable for some reason. So you can't just spring that on somebody. You have to give them a heads up.
Can't
You know what I
just
mean?
spring yourself out on her like that.
No. It's like in The Sword in the Stone when the witch person like does the whole boo thing with like the face to your hair. That's what it's like.
Boo.
It's not fun. I don't like that part either, actually, now that I think about it. So, anyways, there's way too much information about me.
I'm afraid Madam Mim may be one of my spirit animals.
You're too nice.
Wait, it's too nice for me to say Madam Mim is one of my spirit animals?
No, you're too nice for Madam Mim to be one of your spirit
I
animals.
was like, so who do you think my spirit animal should be?
I don't know, but not that horrible wretch of a person.
My other one is Miss Piggy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I accept that
You know?
because I like the Muppets.
Exactly.
If you had a nose like a dog, would you keep it a secret?
Yes.
Not if you actually looked like it. Mildred, I have to tell someone. You know how I can always find the sticks that you throw for me? Well, it's not by accident. You've been playing catch with your husband.
Sure, there's.
I can always find the sticks that you throw for
I
me.
can always find the sticks that you throw for me. Well, it's not by accident. She goes, yes, I know, dear.
I picked up on it long ago. But the entertainment value was too good.
The entertainment value was too
Just
good.
kind of like, this.
It's like, it's fine, Harold, it's fine. If your friend had a nose like a dog, and that friend was keeping it a secret, how would you break it to them that they have a large, black, and wet nose?
We called it.
We did?
Yes, you said that because the actual look.
Oh, right.
How would you break it to them? He's imagine with a dog snout. It's like, I don't tell anybody. And you're like, how? It's just
When you're on those late nights and you're having that, like, the confession of secrets and stuff, like, listen,
just taking camping.
there's something I've never told anybody before. Like,
Just this guy with a dog mouth.
what is it?
What is it, Harold?
Listen, I trust you.
It's
And I wouldn't tell anybody else this, but I've got a dog nose.
And you're like,
Yo.
how long have you been keeping that one a secret?
Does your mother know?
You'd have
I tell my mother everything.
You'd probably have to, does your mother know?
It's my father. It's my father I've got to break it to.
That's horrible. I told him I don't have a dog nose. It's like in the dramatic movie once, like he throws the kid out. You are no son of mine. The mom's like, ah! And then like
You
starts like
monster!
weeping. That's what's going on.
Oh, it's terrible.
I think I just flat up tell him like, well, we all see it. We all knew. We all thought that you were just not acknowledging it, so as not to be awkward about it. We were all just like we all. It's already been like a part of. So I tell him like, look, we're already all used to it that it's there. Like you can't hide that. To go serious with it.
Recapping on this question. Everything we've talked about is how he would tell us the secret. The question is how we would break it.
That's why I just answered. Is that I think just tell him flat out like that's why I tell him like look, we just thought that. I mean, there's no point in like, hi, I've got a dog nose when you can all see it. So it's kind of like, look, we're all still your friends because we don't mind. You know what I mean? Like we already know about it.
Uh-huh.
So don't worry about it. We already clearly know.
I'd probably.
We're used to the drool. He's got like the jowls and everything. So whenever it's about to eat, it starts dripping.
No! Oh no! God, gross.
When it's excited
No!
and they're about to eat.
Stop!
Would he eat like a dog, or would he like use his hands, or do you think he just like go at the plate with all that slobber?
That's disgusting. And we couldn't be friends during meal times.
During mealtime. So it's just
But we
you're
were
nice.
friends.
I can't eat around you.
I just
And he goes up from his
Can't
plate.
stand your face.
Why? And it's like it's all over the place.
as the show.
It's gross. That really is. It has to be like a spaghetti strand going across the whole snout.
Well, I mean that'd be
That
fun.
add more comedic effect to it, but there's still all the other
Right.
stuff.
Stop it. Can you imagine
But
dates?
think it'd be great for your dishwasher because you'd always lick his plate clean. You wouldn't know that because you don't use your dishwasher. You only have one. Calling you out on video.
Dishwasher.
They have a dishwasher here and they don't use it.
Dishwashers are too much work to use. Clarification.
We should not get into this right now.
We go through meals far too fast for me to wait for my dishes to be clean.
Set it while you're at work.
Also, there's like
When there's nobody here.
2 of us. Okay, no, there's not. There's many people in
There's
this
other
house.
people here. Too much work. What,
But,
you put
like-
it in and press a button?
But most of us like
So
we're in the
much
habit
more work. Just
of,
wash
like,
them.
washing our dish as soon as we get done eating.
Just It's like, no, I have a car. I just like walking 5 miles to work. It's great.
That's completely different.
No, it's choosing hardship. It's what it,
Right.
it's what it is, Anna.
And he chooses hardship when it comes to dishes.
By loading my dishwasher?
Yes.
No. Hand washing them's the hardship, Anna.
No.
This is gonna be us just arguing about. I really am. Okay, for Claire, I'm not actually this big of a jerk. I just like to tease them about how they don't use it because they're just used to not using it. I'm actually that big of a jerk.
It's true.
Okay.
That's true.
A hearing contest.
Oh.
What?
Oh, I'm getting ready.
Oh. I was like what? What's wrong with the slide?
Oh.
Petitions are in to add hearing contests to the Olympics. I'd actually be intrigued. Sorry, I take everything seriously. I'm sorry. It'd be intriguing though. Like they'd have like a certain noise keeping like farther and farther away or whatever, and they would just whoever could identify what the sound. But it would change each time. Whoever could identify correctly what the sound was.
This is getting intense.
And that way, yeah, that'd be kind of. I mean, it's not a skill that you can. It's not a sport, so it'd be no point. But it'd be fascinating to see. But eventually, you'd find out whoever had the best hearing. Because they would show up to it. But it's not something you can train for, so it wouldn't be as much fun.
That is a good idea.
Sorry, that's like, we got
That is a good idea.
one sentence into it and we already pinged off. Contestants must qualify listening to Adele's hit single Hello 7 times without blinking.
Wait. Like, only when the song is playing, or like it's on repeat for 7 songs
Repeat
worth
7 times
and
without blinking. I think that means for that long.
Hang on a second.
So it's still a stereo hearing mixed
They
up.
forgot that it's a hearing contest, is what they forgot.
Country music was originally arranged for last year's U.S. hearing final, but most of we're talking about the Olympics. Sorry, I was like, this is actual a fun fact. No, hearing final, but most of the contestants were disqualified for either volunteering for jury duty or giving wedges to traffic cops until they were arrested.
Yeah,
Nobody want to listen to that song without blinking.
that's the feeling I get when I listen to country music.
Oh, I forgot about the country music at the start. Yeah, I'd get arrested too. I would much rather volunteer for jury duty than listen to country music for a hearing contest. Grant, I knew there's a reason I liked you. I don't like country music either. Yeah, hot take. What song should the Olympics use for the hearing contest? How about some good old Moon Hooch?
That's what I was gonna say. I'm like, what's it called? It's like number 9.
Yes. So the band is Moon. Let me just tell you about our new favorite band that's recently. Why didn't you tell the folks about it? So they can spell it fine.
There's the.
We should put the words up on the screen if we can. That'd be fun.
What words?
Yeah, we'll spell Moon Hooch
Moon Hooch.
with the song title as well.
Moon Hooch. It's
That would be. I would go to that hearing contest.
We may have listened to it in the car. It may be playing in my head right now.
It is actually. That's why I'm doing this right now. Anyways, yeah.
Sitting in silence for
Number 9 by Moon Hooch. What a weird name.
You got 2 guys playing the saxophone, but very, very
Unique.
fantastically.
Yeah, very fantastically.
And they got a percussionist there too, but you got
and there's a drummer, and one of them is a bass
Those 3
saxophone,
things.
which sometimes they put a traffic cone into, which wants to go even deeper, and it's incredible. It's like jazzy, but doesn't qualify as jazz necessarily.
At some point,
some points are jazzy. Their solos are almost too jazzy.
sometimes sound like a brass and percussion set being pushed down the stairs.
Yeah. Well, the drums are always good sounding, but so anyway, let us establish that. That's your song.
That's our song. Variations on the high five. In an effort to maintain silence, librarians have resorted to visual high fives. They're like, which involves staring intently for 5 minutes at visitors who returned their books on time. Panic ensued. Things were done.
I'm not proud of it.
Proud of it. Things were done.
I can't even imagine.
Should librarians resort to the classic high five? Or will people assume they're about to be slapped?
If it was like your typical stern librarian, you'd 100% think you're being slapped. Like that stern old lady with like the really tight bun, white haired in the back, and
I
the
always feel
glasses.
like I'm being
Her,
slapped
if she was like this,
by those
you'd
people.
be like, I'm sorry, I'll pay the fine,
She's like,
She's like, I just wanted a high five.
what's wrong with you?
Yes, classic high five all the way.
Librarians, though. Those people.
Librarians, though.
I would always feel like I'm being slapped.
Reduce germs by not touching doorknobs. Yes. Recent studies have shown that the majority of bacteria, viruses, and the movie Frozen actually originated from the doorknobs themselves. Oh, that's two things you've bashed so far that I like bashing as well, Grant. Tests show that a newly manufactured doorknob, never touched by human hands, and left for weeks in a sterilized fish tank will produce hundreds of movie scripts just as bad or worse than Disney's Frozen. After 7 days, scientists deemed the experiment unethical and terminated the contents of the fish tank. However, it is apparent that Frozen 2 had already gone airborne. I've not seen Frozen 2, but I have no intention of.
Seen that either. I am curious to see how it would go down.
Are you aware of any other infectious, really stupid movies at large today, and why not having done anything about it?
I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Well, this whole slide is just a bash on Frozen. That's all this is. It's just made my night.
Are you aware of any other infectious, really stupid movies?
Basically anything that comes out nowadays, really.
Well, I mean,
there's nothing good. There's nothing good.
depends.
Right?
A couple years ago, they'll pop out some real good ones. That is a whole nother vlog video.
That is a whole nother, hey, movies, Grant. We just give a suggestion here. Do one about movies. All sorts of movies. Genres, specific movies, how movies are made. That would be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot of fun. But, no, wait, hang on. We have to pursue this.
Oh.
Name a genuinely, because I think I probably could too, but name a genuinely good movie that you think will be a classic. It'll still be a big hit in 20 years. No, we'll make it easier. 10 years.
Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Good job.
I told you.
All right, fair enough. I mean, I'm not saying there aren't any good movies. Most of them aren't. Like, hot take moment, all of the Marvel movies, they're not that great.
I like the Marvel movies.
Yeah, well, it's because it's like, y'all like fast food too. It doesn't mean it's good. It just means it's there for, to appease one sense alone. It's like, wow, action.
You literally had crazy cravings for McDonald's the other night.
Yeah, that's why I'm using that example, actually, yeah.
Oh.
In my defense, we didn't go to McDonald's.
But you don't like Marvel movies. That is also true.
No, they're fun to watch. They're just not good. They're not great.
Well,
like Man from U.N.C.L.E. is.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? See, that's what I'm saying.
Well, there's also like a billion of them, so it kind of depends.
That's part of what makes them not great.
Which one? In a press conference at the Eyeglass Convention, a panel of scientists discussed how glasses are affecting the evolution of the human eye. As one scientist said with concentration,
Anna, you're not even trying. We're going to have to cut that one out. We're going to have to cut that out. You don't even try.
Listen!
You're not even trying.
Sometimes
start over.
You just need to burp.
Lean off to one side and make it quiet or something.
Look, Tandoori is speaking strong. Alright, I'll say it. I'll do it.
As one. Okay,
I will read it again.
Restart with that line.
As one
Okay, just come on. Don't you start this again. If you lose it, I'll lose it.
Okay.
No, we're already too far into this.
Alright. As one scientist said with concentration, I'm glad you asked that question. Actually, my colleagues and I have been postulating for the past 7 weeks. 4 minutes later, the room was calmed down enough for the moderator to read the definition of postulating to the crowd.
It's immediately go into an uproar.
Everyone's like, what does it mean? You even caught me. I had to stop and say that.
They're all just like,
slow.
how dare you speak of such things? This is an educated place.
This is an educational room.
Giving enough postulating to the crowd. I like that a lot.
Unfortunately, the moderator was Russian. What is the definition for postulating, and why does it cause massive cramps in the thigh?
I don't want a joke answer to that. It's gonna get too gross. Massive cramps in the thighs. No, gross isn't the right word, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
We may
You are
need
saying
to
that right.
Google this.
What the word?
Do you think he'll tell us in the next one? No.
He might.
I don't believe it.
The word postulating. Actually, I've been postulating for the past 7 weeks. Everybody's like, I just imagine everybody, the whole crowd's them up for 40 minutes. You're like, wait, everybody listen. I like the thought of that a lot.
No one
Yeah.
hear about that.
Dude!
No one cares what you're doing. In your experimenting room. We might have to cut out some of our
In your experimenting room. No, it's still all kosher, which we haven't actually said. We haven't like. It's still all left to the imagination. So if you think it's too adult rated, that's on your sick mind.
I'm too young for that. Have you seen me? Okay. Postulate. Suggest or assume the existence, fact, or truth of something as a basis for reasoning, discussion, or belief. So,
So I actually had a little bit of a.
his theory postulated a rotary movement for hurricanes.
It's kind of like an assumed hypothetical of sorts
That makes sense.
in order to further the discussion, sort of. So yeah, it makes sense. That's disgusting! Why'd you do that for 7 weeks?
Nasty.
Why would you do that for 7 weeks?
That means you was thinking real
You
hard.
sicko.
You sicko.
Final question. Are senses uniquely individual? For example, are my blues Anna's orange? Are my sweet your sour? Is my bad smell a rusty nail in Anna's foot? So I know something bad, you feel it instead. Is AC's ruckus Anna's schizophrenia? Is AC's lemonade on a hot day Anna's straw up the nose?
Yeah.
What? Have you ever seen Pure Luck? Where
Yes!
yeah,
Yes!
starts bleeding. That's
Oh
gonna
my.
hurt so
Oh
much. I hate that
You
part.
can't even have breakfast without hurting yourself.
The kids are out front selling straws up Anna's nose for 50 cents each.
Oh, we're all gonna be poor.
Have you heard that question though? That it'll be poured. No, it's always such a meager well, for some people, it's a lemonade on a hot day. So
Would you buy a straw stuffed up someone's nose just because it was a hot day?
well, for me it's lemonade. So yeah, I wouldn't. It'd be for me it's a glass of lemonade. For you, it's a different thing entirely somehow.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so for me, it's a good thing. You're the one who suffers.
I forgot about that part. I'm thinking you are like purchasing a glass of lemonade with a straw that was previously stored up my nose.
Nope. It's just it's just different. Have you heard that question though? Of what if like we all see a different red, but because we all call the same thing red, we all just assume we see it the same?
Gee, I don't know. Yes. Wait. Yes. Because you were telling me about something about blue sky that one time. Remember?
Oh, it was. Yeah, it's kind of related. Which I think that can prove with the cones in our eyes that we all see the same thing. But it's kind of a fun thought, though.
Yeah, it's true. Is your blue my orange?
I assumed not, but
Is AC sweet, Anna sour? Is AC sweet?
no, because we enjoy the same foods too much.
This is true. Is AC's bad smell a rusty nail in Anna's foot?
Do you smell that? Yeah, Rachel.
That's what that's like. Is AC's ruckus Anna's schizophrenia?
You know what he did is he assumed you have that.
Wow.
Rude.
Wow. Wow. How did you find out? Just kidding. Let the kids out front selling straws up Anna's nose for 50 cents. And that's it! That's all!
And that's it. This one is way longer than the last one. I was hoping
and
it might be...
shorter PowerPoint.
I don't know if it was, actually.
It was. Look at that.
Are you sure? It seems like I might have been about the same.
Well, also,
Oh, man. It means I gotta learn how to shut up.
half of it was a phone call.
Oh, that's... Well, 5 minutes of it was a phone call, which still makes it way longer.
We'll cut out some stuff.
We'll have to somehow, I guess.
We can even stop it now.
Well, Grant says to not cut out stuff. We should stop it now, though.
And, we'll just, last words.
How did we end it last time? I don't remember.
We just sort of, like, trailed off into nothing.
Yeah. Well,
We just trailed
we probably just said that was it and then stopped it. We should go back and watch it. But we didn't know what to do now, so we're just gonna cut you off right here. We better cut that part out.